AI's coming, and boy, is it pissed. Well, in regards to the ongoing Hollywood strikes, the writer strike and the actor strike specifically, their big concerns mostly revolve around the use of AI. For the writers, well, it's using plot points and just kind of making their, well, regular pablum that they've been spewing for the past few years totally irrelevant because, well, it's probably a little bit more consistent than the plot hole ridden crap that they've been spewing for a while. So yeah, obviously they're feeling a little bit insecure. And when it comes to the actor side of things, well, as the use of CGI has become ever increasing in movies and productions throughout the world, well, obviously they want some reassurances that they aren't just going to be totally taken out of the equation. Have you've probably seen some of the stuff that specifically Star Wars has done in order to bring back Mark Hamill, not looking like the old disheveled grandma that just spews anti-Trump stuff all over Twitter day after day, kind of just looking like the guy that you remember from Return of the Jedi in 86, I don't even, 83. I only watched the original trilogy like once. It's fine. But they brought him back. Well, Disney tried to bring him back and it just kind of looked like a plasticky abomination. And then they hired a YouTuber who did a much more credible job. They brought him back and had his voice ran through an AI generator, and it kind of sounded close unless you like, I don't know, pitch differentiation when delivering a sentence or different emphasis on different words in a sentence. If you're not too fussed with that and you think that Gal Gadot is a palatable actress, then yeah, it's probably passable. So things like that and different advances, well, obviously actors are very concerned about that. And mostly the strike continues to drag out, and the longer it does, well, more likely more and more people are going to get yeeted out of the industry and not wanting to once again stray into something that could be easily replaceable by AI, just showing you actually how superfluous it was. Isn't it so funny when Hollywood and those different elites out there were just, looking down their nose at the coal miners? Just learn how to code. Well, guess what? Now we turnabout's fair play. Why don't you learn how to dig? So I took a look at this list that they've compiled here. So as Netflix takes on Tom Cruise and striking Hollywood, they're just, this headline is just total cap. And just using it to run a list of, jobs, or at least careers. A lot of them tend to be female-centric, at the risk of automation, because I can think of a hell of a lot of other jobs, really well-paying jobs that might be at risk of automation, but that's not going to be for a very long time, decades, if not centuries. But here we have, the top 10 jobs with the lowest risk of automation. So nurse practitioner, obviously, it's like an 80% female, 90% female driven industry. And yeah, it's the the third one right there, physicians, assistants, so all of this medical stuff. You can go into the medical field, which I don't really know, man. Like, they were trying to, and this is back in the cut. If you're a gamer, what's up, gamers of a certain age, you might remember the Xbox Kinect. That failed motion controller that was just maybe a little bit too ahead of its time, trying to do the whole VR thing before goggles were even thought of as used to supplement the experience. But no, it was being used. There were some news stories that were out there used as an assistant for surgeries, or at least mapping some stuff out as well. So as that technology continues, some of that medical stuff could get offloaded to AI to at least help as well. But no, man, if there's anything more powerful than the actors unions, it's going to be the nurses unions. So, and especially given how overwhelmingly dominated they are by women, yeah, they're totally going to be fine. So, and yeah, the rest of this list, it's just basically all health and wellness crap. Mental health counselors, yeah, exactly, because given all the poor life choices that are being reinforced by society that's out there, yeah, they're going to be chicks and needing more pills and more soft couches to just go and complain about their lives and everything that they're not doing in order to fix their situation. So yeah, that totally makes sense. Nursing, teachers, and instructors. Okay, yeah, so there's going to be more nurses, so you're going to need more teachers for those nurses. Fantastic. Coaches and scouts. I don't even know what that means. Athletic trainers. Well, yeah, make sure that you tape up all of those trans women to go out there and dominate the field. Physical therapists, yep. Orthotics and prosthetics. Is that what you're supposed to be saying? And occupational therapists. Yeah, of course. So all of it's just basically, you want to have a AI-proof job, basically get into the medical profession. The only one that I take umbrage with is choreographers, where it's like, okay, cool. The people that curate a dance program, okay, you have all of those concerns with writers in Hollywood, and you don't think that somebody could just make a bog standard dance routine and just plop it into Chat GPT and then come out with something that's, you know, somewhat close, yeah, you're out of your skull. So I take, you know, extreme umbrage with number 2, but the rest of that stuff, yeah, stick in the medical profession, apparently, which is overwhelmingly female. But then you take a look at what's going on out here. Rise of lazy girl jobs. Well, spoiler, they've always been lazy. Shout out to Myron Gaines for that one. Women are intrinsically lazy. Let me give him his caveat that he likes to apply to it as well, that I totally agree with, that women are lazy in creating excess resources. They're totally fine with taking care of their family and their loved ones. They will definitely do that. They will go to the ends of the earth, some of the most loyal in that confines. But when it comes to creating societal resources, yeah, take a look at the most profitable jobs or the most or best female represented jobs, and they're all in the medical profession. And outside of a couple of nurse and physician practitioners, yeah, those jobs don't create a lot of excess money. And that's why most of those the women, if they ultimately do end up getting into a long-term relationship and then want to have a family, which is, hey, nothing to turn your nose up at. That's why most of those jobs can be, you know, turned into a part-time position, or can just be done away with because they're just so superfluous. But okay, the rise of the lazy girl jobs. Demand for posts that offer working from home and are low effort are in huge demand among Gen Zers. Exactly. If there isn't more of a reason why you should detest the newest generation coming up, here's another one. There are 25 more most sought after roles. Now, unlike the previous list, I haven't seen this one yet. All I know that there's a graphic coming up, and I'm sure it's going to be cancer. Okay, so the top 25 most searched for lazy girl jobs. A cloud engineer. Yo, these bitches ain't going to fucking computer programming school, so let's just stop it right there. E-learning assistant. Yo, man, you can't even be a teacher's assistant, but you want to help somebody plan online learning courses? Like, bro, it's easy enough to create your own courses out there, but no, you want to be an assistant to somebody. A translator. Yeah, Google Translate is fucking free, stupid. Customer feedback analyst. Okay, yeah, so that bitch when, okay, you try to reach out to a company in order to get some sort of feedback. You try to get some warranty information. You know, you need somebody to just type back with their ridiculously long fingernails. Okay, cool. They'll eventually get back to you on probably your third attempt. Her attempt at 72 hours after you send your message, even though the site says that, well, you'll get a prompt response within 24 hours. Data entry specialist. Yeah, that used to be called a secretary, but we don't want to actually, I don't want to go to the office, though. That's like far ways away, and like I can't drive. Accountant. Oh, okay, cool. Again, you could just go to college for that, but yeah, no, that's something you could actually do. That's the first job that's on there. A cloud engineer, but let's call a spade a spade. There's like, what, for every 30 people that are in a computer programming class, there's like one chick that's in there. So okay, accountant, yeah, that one, like, that's a good degree to go get. That definitely opens up a lot of doors for people out there. Freelance writer, yeah, you can probably do that, and you can also write your shitty teen romance novels at your own leisure, so feel free with that. Data analyst, again, I look at graphs all day. What do you do with them? I look at them. Great. Informatics nurse, okay, a different type of nurse. Okay, museum assistant, bro. Who's going to museums anymore? I like museums, but at the same time, how many government jobs do you need to have on here? Okay, library assistant, again, not even a librarian. I don't want to have to learn the Dewey Decimal System. I just want to, I don't know, wipe down the books. Make sure that the computers are turned on, so when the homeless guys come in to jack off to some porn, they'll have, you know, a non-sticky mouse for the time being. Software engineer, again, just go to school. That's nothing wrong with that. IT analyst, yeah, again, fixing computers. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Copy editor, yo, that shit. Just fucking join Andrew Tate's Real World, for Christ's sakes. Okay, I'll teach you how to be a copy editor. Hotel night auditor. Well, I guess some of these girls are spending a lot of times at, you know, just random, you know, hourly hotels anyways. Might as well get a job. Talent acquisition. You know, makes me think of that Red Skull meme where I bring others to a prize that I cannot possess. Yeah, talent acquisition. Yeah, great. I could be a hoe wrangler for Fresh and Fit. Research assistant. Again, a lot of assistants that are here. Legal assistant. And that's another domain that's being overwhelmingly taken over by women. So yeah, of course, we need more assistants. We need more girl power over here. God, I weep for the legal system. Market research analyst. Yeah, just a bunch of just garbage shit. Okay, just bureaucratization. Needed to make sure that I pronounced that word right. So just having so many people that are there in order to just assess objective data. Really seems necessary, huh? An art teacher, bruh. Have I told my art story? Oh my god. Okay. What was that? 8th grade or something like that? Okay, I had to take art class. It was either art or home ec. I got kicked out of art class, so eventually I had to start taking home ec. So the reason I got kicked out of art class is, it's not because I hate drawing or anything like that. I just kind of despise the teacher who, again, you know, woman. We had the construction paper or whatever it was. I just grabbed a black piece of paper, signed the back of it, and turned it back in and said that it was midnight, and she didn't quite like that one. We already had a history from the 7th grade. I could bring up at a different time, but no. And then the reason I did get kicked out of class, not for the midnight one, because, oh, that was just a little joke. Oh, Don, you're funny. I grabbed a white piece of paper, signed the back of it, and turned it back in, and then just called that snow day. So yeah, your boy was sent packing out of art class, never to return. But I continued to have run-ins with that teacher because she was just so fucking insufferable. She tried to get me kicked out of the school in 9th grade, but another story for another time. Social media manager. Oh my god, these bitches spend so much time on their social media that's just not popping, so that they just want to go take somebody whose is and then just try to run it better. Good stuff. Insurance claim adjuster. Yes, exactly. But that also, I think that also requires a degree. But then at the same time, if you're going to go to school, just become a fucking accountant. Okay, that's actually useful. Digital content creator. Yeah, just be an OnlyFans model. And then finally, a community moderator. Oh my god. Want to get paid for being on Reddit all the time, or wherever bitches spend their time on fucking TikTok, right? But I'll be completely honest. Looking on the stuff that's on here, a lot of that stuff could be wiped out in an instant with AI. Library assistant, museum assistant, translator, e-learning assistant, all the assistants, the freelance writers, like, don't even make me laugh. Copy editor. Better hope that you get an increase in pay in art teaching. Otherwise, you better get your ass back to school and learn how to fucking crunch some numbers, because it's going to be a lonely ass future for you. You might end up being, you know, number 24 down there, but don't let all of those new AI programs fool you. There's going to be some fucking, you know, greasy ass dude running, you know, a hot, attractive, blonde OnlyFans page. So your competition just got stiffer, mostly because you didn't want to do the fucking work. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.